My name is Randall. I'm the developer of the Randall foil, and I am involved in rowing design and research. I'm also a C-grade Masters rower from Penrith Rowing Club in New South Wales, Australia. Today I wish to speak with you about this machine, the S1Club Biorower. I've spent my life training on a direct pull stationary rowing machine, and for the past 5 years I've been using a dynamic ergo. I felt that the dynamic mechanism was a vast improvement on the stationary machine, as you really needed to consider your body position and the movement of your body mass. The dynamic function adequately simulated on land the feeling of motion on the water. The use of sliders for a stationary machine does a similar thing. When we are training on land, we really want to closely simulate what is happening on the water. Like many masters rowers, life's journey takes many turns, and your own on-water performance ebbs and flows. I'm on the whole time poor, and at best I have time for my own sculling once a week, and I rely on a rowing machine and a stationary bike for my own training. In my boat, the development of the Randall foil has really helped. It has meant my on-water technique stays consistent from one week to the next, as the foil makes each stroke consistent and more efficient. So through better design, I can spend less time on technique when I'm on the water, because my oar design has led to better personal performance. Given my design and research work and my own reliance on land training, I got in touch with Aram, and he shipped out a Biorower. I've set up this machine exactly as my own scull, and any changes I make on my scull, I can replicate on this machine. So with the dynamic function, this machine most closely simulates the on-water feeling, and especially that feeling of being in your own scull. When I presented my Randall foil oar design at the 2018 International Coaches Conference in Berlin, there was much discussion about market-leading rowing machines. Not only was there research presented concerning the unreliability of performance data, but a lot of concerns about athletes being injured due to overuse. The direct pull rowing machine has injured many elite athletes, creating many back, but in particular rib stress injuries from overuse. You'll be able to recognise this in two positions if you've used a stationary rowing machine. At the finish, your hands are locked into a rigid position, and you're trying to bring your arms past your body, and your back and your shoulders need to contort to accommodate that unnatural action. At the catch, your arms and your shoulders are being pulled into the direction of the chain, and your shoulders, your chest and your lungs are being constricted. Putting aside all the instrumentation and the biomechanic sensors on the Biorower, the important design feature of this machine are the two oars. The two oars function exactly as on the water. I've not met anyone who has suffered a back or rib stress fracture because of rowing on the water, and likewise on a Biorower. So much so that this machine is now being used in rehabilitation centres for crash victims. The direct pull machine places the rower's body in a position that they never experience on the water, and it is leading to growing injuries. If rowing is important to you and you rely on land training for your on-water performance, I encourage you to get in touch with Aram or your local distributor. Aram gives much time to his athletes and those inquiring about the Biorower. I have felt that the Biorower is such an important machine that I've decided to become the distributor for Australia. Best wishes for the season ahead, and I hope to see you on the water.